Hey, my name is Brett and I go by the Real Estate Cowboy. Today I'm going to bring you some information on West Linn, Oregon and kind of compare that to the greater southern metro area, which would be Lake Oswego, Tualatin, Wilsonville, and West Linn. Please like and subscribe if you can. If you do have any real estate needs, please reach on out. I'd love to help you with anything, listing, selling, anything real estate related. But let's just go ahead and save you some time and jump straight into the data. Looking at the data right here, we can see that I have the greater metro area, or the southern metro area, Lake Oswego, Wilsonville, Tualatin, over here on the left side. And then over here on the right side, this is just the West Linn data right now. And so the first thing that I'm looking at right now is right here, which is the total units listed. So in West Linn, I mean, we're only looking at 621 units listed, and of those, 564 sold. And so what that means is about 90.8% of these listings are being sold in West Linn, which is pretty high. I mean, that is pretty high. And you can see right here that the inventory list right now on West Linn is about 1.3 months of inventory compared to, you know, their neighboring cities, which is about 1.6. Also, you can compare that right here to the units listed, 1,651, sold 1,377. That is about 83.4%. And so, I mean, really, you're looking at about 7% higher sales rate for West Linn than essentially its neighboring cities. And coming on down here, I mean, what we can really see right off the bat is inventory by month. And I mean, we can kind of see both of them kind of, you know, peak right here and essentially around the June time frame. And then, I mean, right here, I mean, they're both kind of going down, but I mean, West Linn, I mean, it's plummeting right there. It's plummeting. And that gives you that 1.3 months of inventory. Coming on down here, we can kind of go ahead and see this right here, which is the inventory is kind of sitting on the market actually a little bit more in West Linn. I mean, you can see, I mean, this looks like about what, 42, 43 over here on the West Linn side, which, you know, over here on essentially the Tualatin, Lake Oswego, West Linn, Wilsonville side, it's about 41, 42. And so just a little bit longer on the market for West Linn. But what we're about to go ahead and see down here, it's worth the wait. It is going to be worth the wait. And so I just went ahead and simplified this graph over here, which on the left side of the graph, this right here is Lake Oswego, Tualatin, Wilsonville, West Linn, and then right here we have West Linn. And essentially what we're kind of comparing is the average listed price versus the average sold price. And you know, right here in the August, September, October, that's whenever things start getting hammered. And that's kind of the area that I'm going to be focusing on the most right now. And what we're going to go ahead and see is look at how much or better West Linn has done with essentially enduring this storm right now. You know, in August, the Lake Oswego, Tualatin, Wilsonville, 18.8% off the listing price. So that's what these units are selling for. They're selling for, essentially you list it. I mean, these buyers are getting almost a 19% discount. Compare that to West Linn. I mean, West Linn's only at 11%. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's huge. I mean, look at these numbers right here. I mean, whenever you're dealing with, you know, $1 million, $900,000, I mean, the extra, you know, what, 7% that West Linn held on to, I mean, that's big. Another thing too is, I mean, look at these other 2 months right here, September and October. I mean, West Linn is killing it right now. I mean, they are getting above asking price right now. And I mean, in all those figures, in all these graphs that I'm seeing right now, they're all pointing to the same thing. I mean, West Linn got essentially a 12% above asking price for September and an 8.6% above asking price for October. For September right here and October right here, I mean, let's just compare that to the September and October, you know, faced by Lake Oswego, Wilsonville, you know, Tualatin. And I mean, And I guess Lake Oswego, Tualatin, Wilsonville, I mean, they are taking 18 to 25% off of these listing prices, while West Linn was getting 12% and, 8.6% above their listing prices right now. And, just as a side-by-side view, I mean, West Linn versus Lake Oswego, I mean, we can see these two right here. I mean, right here, Lake Oswego, 18.8% off of listing in August compared to West Linn at 11. September and October, 25% off of the listing price versus West Linn, which is seeing a 12 and 8% increase in their accepted offers. And I mean, really what I think this is coming down to is the inventory. So Lake Oswego is sitting with a higher inventory. It is at 1.8 months of inventory right now, which is slightly higher than the Tualatin, Wilsonville area, which is at 1.6. And like we said, West Linn is at 1.3. And so we have 1.3 in West Linn, 1.8 in Lake Oswego, and 1.6 essentially in the Lake Oswego, Tualatin, Wilsonville area. And I think that that's essentially what is, keeping these prices and the reductions, or I guess lack of reductions, that we are seeing. So if you did find this video at all useful to you, I would really appreciate if you just smash that like button for me. Again, please reach on out for any of your real estate needs. I would love to talk to you and help you navigate these markets. And until next time, have a good afternoon.